loop I am doing it. Inside the loop, I must use commit work. Then only the IDOC will be stored in the particular tables. Okay. End loop. Why end loop means I am retrieving what? Multiple employees depending on the range. I need to prepare each IDOC and I need to call this particular function. I need to prepare each IDOC data, and inside the loop only I must call this particular function model. So depending on the employee numbers, the appropriate number of IDOCs will be generated. So for your understanding, at the end, what are the communication IDOCs it is returning, I'm just looping it and displaying it. This is only for our purpose. I'm displaying the IDOC number. Even if you don't display, no problem. I can go and check it in what? WE02. So the main thing is in the sender program, the main thing is we should know which function model you have to call. For any kind of data, what is the function model? Master underscore IDOC underscore distribute, which has got three mandatory parameters. Out of three mandatory parameters, one of the parameters, the blank internal table we have to pass. In the runtime, it generates IDOC and returns that IDOC in the form of what? Communication IDOCs, which you are receiving in what? LT underscore com underscore IDOC. That's all. This is the logic at the sender side. So it requires time. We need to analyze that function model and call that particular function. Very simple function model. According to the signature, we have three mandatory parameters. One is control record, another is what? Communication IDOC's internal table, which is going to be returned by the SAP, and another is data record, which we have to prepare. In this data record internal table, what are the fields you have to prepare? Segment name and S data. S data is what? Concatenation of what? Segment data. From where we will get the data? From the database table. In the database table, I may have integers, I may have currency, I may have quantity, whatever it is. Irrespective of the data we retrieve, we must assign it to what? Segment structure. Because in the segment structure, all the fields are what? Character fields. That's why I declared a segment structure here. ls underscore emp segment. It is of type segment structure, so that all the fields are what? Characters. So when you do this assignment here, since all the fields are characters, I can do the assignment. Internally, it concatenates all the fields, employee number, employee name, designation, and assigns to a S data. So I'm setting only segment name and S data. Segment number will be dynamically generated by what? SAP itself. That's all. Right? So we need to analyze this properly, then it will be very easy. Okay. And coming to the receiver side. Okay, in the receiver side, let me just close this. I want to close. Any of function modes are client independent. I can open it here only. So if I go to SC37, okay, what is the function model? Z read employee IDOC. Okay, this is a function model. What this function model has to do? It has to read the incoming employee data and update that to the corresponding table. So very simple here. If you see the tables here, there are many parameters here. There is a parameter IDOC underscore data. IDOC underscore data. It is of type what? EDI DD. It is of type EDI DD. So this is the parameter which will actually carry the IDOC data. In this parameter also, what is the field you have to refer? S data. Na? Why S data? Because S data is the field which will store the entire concatenated segment data. So I need to refer to this field. I need to read the data and update it to what? My database table. What is my database table? Z IDOC ENV. So the main thing is this parameter. So I gave the algorithm here. You can cross check. So I gave the algorithm. You can just go to this. So this is my sender program. And coming to the receiver program, yeah, in the receiver program, you can see loop the incoming IDOC internal table. What is that? Loop the incoming IDOC internal table parameter. What is the parameter? IDOC underscore data. IDOC underscore data. It is a what type? EDI So I need to loop it and update it to my database table. So that's what the algorithm I gave here. See, update each record of the internal table to the corresponding base table and set the status code to 53 if it is posted, 51 if it is not posted. So that's what the logic I need to copy here. Let me just copy. Very simple logic, self-understanding, nothing much to discuss on this. See here. I'll go to source code. Yeah, See the logic here. What I am doing, let's see. I must loop this internal table. So when I loop, I require a work area. Na? That's the reason you can observe here. I declared a work area of what type? EDA, DD. Just observe this. I'm looping this internal into work area. If the segment name is so and so, what is the field I am referring? S data. Na? S data is the field which will store the concatenated segment data. So that entire data, I'm assigning it to my segment structure. WAEMP which is a what type? EMP set. I'm assigning to that and I'm moving that to what? Corresponding table structure. How do we insert the data into the table? How do we insert one record into the table at a time? By using work area. Na? What is my table name? Z IDOC EMP. So I have to prepare a work area of what type? IDOC EMP and say insert database table from work area or modify database table from work area. Better to use modify. It will do dual operation, either insert or what? Update. So that's what I did here. I declared a work area of my table structure. I am moving the corresponding fields. Done. You can see here. Modify database table from work area. This syntax already we know our basic ABAP. I can use either insert or what? Modify. Why I am using modify? Because I don't know which employees are available in the receiver. If it is already available, just I need to update. So if the modify is successfully executed, size of bars is what? 0. So I'm setting the status to what? 53. Understood? There is a parameter here if you observe. Where is it? Yeah. There is an internal table IDOC underscore status, which will return the status of the posted IDOC. 53 means posted, 51 means not posted. That's what the logic I wrote here. What is the logic? See, if the modification is successful, I'm setting it to 53, else I'm setting it to at 51. That's all. Let me save it, check for the syntax. So what is the main thing you have to understand here is in the incoming in the inbound function model, this is the parameter I have to refer. Why this parameter? This is a parameter which is actually carrying the IDOC data. So I need to loop that internal table into work area, and from work area you assign it to segment structure, and from segment structure you assign it to the database table work area, and from that work area insert into database table. That's what the source code I wrote here. Very simple, self understanding. What is the field which will carry the segment data? S data. Na? From S data, I am assigning it to segment structure. Then to what? My work area of the database table. From the work area of the database table, I am updating my internal table. That's all. It's activated. So let me try to execute now. I'll execute my selection program. So for this selection program, if you want to create any T code, you can create. Okay, or else directly, where do you create the T codes? SE93. So I'll go to SE38. I'll directly run my program. This is a program, sender program. I'll execute this. I'm in 800 client, remember. I'm executing. I'll give the range of employee numbers as 1 to 10. So between 1 to 10, what are the employee numbers? Either it has to read it and generate the IDOC. What is the receiver logical system? Z630 RECV. Z630 RECV is a receiver logical system. Yeah, execute this. I'm executing. What it will do? It will read that particular employee data from the sender table, and then it will generate the IDOC and distribute the IDOC. This generation and distribution is done by which function model? Master underscore IDOC underscore distribute. Yes, you can see here. It has generated 3 IDOCs, 3226748 so and so. The 4 IDOCs. Let me check the status in W02. So if I go to W02, in W02, today's date only, execute this. Yeah, oh, all are in red color. Yeah, this is our IDOC type only, but all are in red color. Why? Let me double click and check. They are not distributed. Why like that? Yeah, you can see qualified segment. What is the employee number? It is carrying one. So after the segment name, it is showing that one, which indicates the employee number is one. One. This is nothing but the qualified segment. Yeah, one Raju manager, but why it is in red color? Error in ALD service. Why boss? Entry in outbound table not found. Entry in outbound table not found. Excuse me, please. Hello. అక్కడ డెస్క్టాప్ మీద నేను పెట్టాను కదా అది డెస్క్టాప్ మీద ఫైల్ ఆన్లైన్ కాదు ఇంకోటి గో టు మీటింగ్ ఉంటుంది డెస్క్టాప్ మీద నోట్ ప్యాడ్ ఉంటుంది కదా చూడు గో టు ఐడి ఏముంది చూడు చూడు ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను కాదు అది ఏంటంటే జెమ్స్ ఆఫ్ 79 అదే కదా అయినా ఎందుకు చెబుతుంది అవసరం లేదు కదా ఓకే ఓకే దొరికింది కదా జెమ్స్ ఆఫ్ 79 హలో 79 ఓకేనా హలో I got an error here. No partner profile can be found using the following key. Oh, Z630 RECV. Yeah. Why is Z630 RECV? It is only 630 RECV. Na? Why is Z630? I'll go to W20. One second. Yeah. Done. Might be in the program I have done a mistake. I'll go to SC38. It's not Z630. It should be only 630 RECV. Anywhere there a mistake? Execute that. I'll give 1 to 10. What is the receiver logical system? Only 630 RECV. Not Z. Na? Let me execute. The receiver logical system is what? Not Z630, only 630. Let me check this. These are the 4 IDOC generated now. I'll go to once again to W02. Execute. Good. Yeah. The problem is it is not Z630. Na? It is only 630. Yeah, you can see it. Out of 4 IDOCs. Hello. Yeah, Uttam, I'm in other class now. Can you once again SMS your email ID to this number? I'll send it in another 10 minutes. Check your email after 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry. So out of 4 IDOCs, 3 IDOCs are successfully distributed. Okay. And this is in what? Yellow color. So if you see this one, but it will take some time. So you can see here segment what employee number is suffixed here. Okay. So data passed to yeah, this also got converted to green color. Good. It has taken some time. Yeah. Oh no. I'll refresh here. I'm refreshing. Good. You can see it. This is also converted to what? Green color. It has taken some time. So it is successfully distributed to what? Receiver system. Successfully distributed to receiver system. Done. Now let me go to receiver client. Can just close this 800. I will log on to 810 and let me check the received IDOCs. I'll go to W02. I'm in 810 now. Good. Yeah, I can see all are successfully received and all are posted. From where? 630 cent. All are in green color. Let me check in the table. Earlier in the receiver table, there are no records. I'll go to SC11. SC11. What is the table? Z IDOC EMP. Earlier, zero records are there in the 810 client. If I go to contents, number of entries are good. 4. When I execute, yes, we have 4 records. What is the client number now? 8. That's all. So for any kind of custom IDOC, you follow only this procedure. So detailed steps are there. Any kind of requirement, do the same thing. Done. Clear? Any questions? Please ask me. So I'll send the complete material today. For the last 4-5 days, what are the materials there? I'll send it today. Any questions?
Sir, in BD10, if we don't give a receiver input, it will be
Here
picked
also,
from
it has to do the same thing, because anyhow we have bundled the sender and receiver information in the model view, na? In the model view. Okay, when I'm creating the model in BD64, I've assigned the message type. There we are assigning the sender logical system, receiver logic. Here also same thing. Here also, even if you don't give that receiver logical system, it will automatically pick up from what model view level. So not an issue. But if you give, it will take that only. Even if you don't give also, it will take it from model view. Clear, Vamshi? That's what you doubt.
yes. Yes, sir. And one more, sir, in data filtering, I added industry sector, sir, by using BD 59 and 95 T code. So
Uh-huh.
there I have, means is it the right way, which I want to do, sir, by using BD
Sorry.
59 and 95?
BD59 and BD95.
Yes.
What is the doubt in that?
Uh, so in BD59, I am giving ALE object type as MBRSH and the segment name. So just I want to know what is ALE object type, why we are giving MBRSH.
Vamshi, your voice is not clear, Vamshi.
Is it audible now, sir?
Audible, but it's not clear. Tell me.
So
ALU
here I need
object
to
type.
give, yeah, here I need to give MBRSH in the ALE object type.
Correct. Yes, yes.
Means why exactly we need to give MBRSH, sir?
Means at the ALE level also, that field is recognized with that name. At the ALE level also, that field should have some identifier. Okay. So what is that identifier means? Since it is our, we are conferring that, generally will give the same name. Okay. It is for internal identification. Internal identification. So whatever the actual technical field name is what MBRSH, ALE object type also will give it as what? The same name. That is only for internal identification for ALE service. This one we are saying, na? See here also, for MATNR they gave what? MATNR. For MTRT they gave what? MTRT. Similarly, keeping this existing entries in mind, when we are configuring, MBRSH is part of which segment, even MARM. So since they are giving the same name for what? Other fields, we are also giving the same thing. So the understanding is, we will not be using this explicitly, but it is only for the internal identification for ALE layer, ALE service.
Okay, sir. In third column, what value I need to give, sir? Because for some,
Sorry,
if you see in third
last
column,
step,
what value I need to give?
third column, huh?
Yes.
This one, huh? 1 second.
Because I given one for MBRSS and it is working fine. But if I see for other fields, it is 700, 101 like that.
I am not clear on this. I'm not aware of this one, Vamshi. So I don't know. See, for this field, mat on field, they gave 700, 701. I'll let you know if I get any information. But generally, no, we'll give as it is, one kind of thing. But why they give 700 here? If you give other than one, it is not working. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Let me check, Vamshi. I don't know exactly the purpose of this. But when I have done, I also gave it as one only, I think, but I'm not analyzed on this. So why I gave one means based on the existing entries. For this MTRT, MATKL, they gave it as one, so I also gave one. But why only one? I don't have much information on that. Let me check whether I can share anything on that. Okay,
Okay,
Vamshi?
and why we are, yeah, and why we are giving even MERAM for area object type for MERS in segment type.
Sorry. Why we are giving?
For MBRSH, I given segment type as even MERAM.
Huh. Okay.
Uh, so why exactly we need to give that segment type only? As MBRSH is available in that segment, we need to give like that.
Yes, because of that reason only. Because of that reason only. Yes. Yes, Vamshi, what is your understanding is that is the correct word. Since that field is a part of that segment, you have to give that only.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, done. So I'll wind up then. I'll try to share this material today. Okay, so that tomorrow we can start with this IDOC extension. Done?
Sir, one more question, sir. In
Yeah,
inbound parameters, can I give multiple receive message types?
multiple message, not only inbound, in outbound also we can give. Yes, we can.
Like a
We
Mac
can.
mask for employees
Yes.
employee related message type.
What I have done is I have deleted the existing entry and then I have given what new thing. But you need not delete that. I can give multiple also. It works fine. It works fine. What it will do is at the model view level, it will check what is the message type attached at that point for that sender receiver. It will consider that one. Even if you give multiple outbound parameters, multiple inbound parameters, it will also check at the model view between that sender and receiver what is the message type linked. So based on that, it will pick up. So answer is yes. We can have multiple outbound parameters and multiple inbound parameters. No problem.
Okay. So for custom programs also, I can give data filter, sir.
Yes,
In
same process. Yes, we can. By default, you will not get that data filter. No filter, you will not get that. If you configure it by using BD59 and BD95, then it will appear. Process will remain same.
okay, okay, sir. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Chalo then, shall wind up. Sunil, check your mail after 5 minutes. No?